Greetings, and peace, everyone. Welcome back to another video on Body Conscious Sunday, where we talk about the body, how it should function, and what we can do to help it function well. Today, I'm going to do part two of my story, my journey to healing my gut. So, this is the final part of the series, part two, and just talk with you today about my life post being a vegetarian. um, just recapping what I discussed in the first video, I had issues with my gut, my stomach ever since I was an infant. My mom, when she was young when she had us, and I was a big baby, like I said before, and my mom said I could eat quite a bit, and she couldn't get me full. So what did she do? She gave me milk at an early age, whole milk that is. And later on, she told me I started having issues with my gut, my digestive system, to the point that she had to take me to the gastroenterologist because I had gastroenteritis. So I had those issues starting at a very young age when I was on a bottle. Then went on food sensitivities as I got older. I started having problems with uh, was it constipation, and then diarrhea. It's always going back and forth between constipated and diarrhea. Then I had issues with food sensitivities, just even the healthy foods like grapes or watermelon. If I had cheese, forget it. I could only eat maybe a couple of pieces, and then like those cubes, and then I would be constipated after that. Or if I had too much fruit, a couple of grapes, 3, 4 is good. Anything beyond that, run into the bathroom. So these issues started taking on a different face. As I got older, I was less constipated, not as often, and not having the frequent bouts of diarrhea either. But I started having pains on my left side, extremely hard pains on my left side, and it felt like somebody had actually hit me or kicked me in my side. So I just, started doing research and getting books like I showed last time on proper food combining, and just really diving in deep to try to help myself. Went to the doctor. He suggested I become vegetarian. This was back before 2014. And I sat there and I said, politely just looked at him and thought, I'm not going to be a vegetarian. So tried to modify my diet, adding more vegetables, combining the foods properly, blah, 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 blah. Things went on. It just never really got right. And then when I had that extreme pain on my left side, that woke me up and I said, I need to stop. I need to stop. So August, like I told you before, August 2014, I became vegetarian. And here I am now in 2020 and healing my gut. Okay. So yeah, like I said, became vegetarian, but I still felt like there was something missing. New vegetarian, like I said, I started learning how to eat properly, getting different recipes and menus and from different restaurants so I can put together, a nice meal. But it was still something missing. So you have to understand what I hadn't done was I hadn't rest my organs or repaired them. You see, even though I transitioned from the old way of eating into a new way of eating, I didn't really give my body a chance to rest and repair. Repair and rest. That's important. So that's what I'm going to talk about today is what was missing. Even after being a vegetarian, what was missing? I didn't rest and repair my organs. I'm going to share with you some things that I do even to this day. Okay, so I had to learn that I had to be patient. I'm a very patient person, but when I want something done, I want it done. And I found that it don't work that way with the body. When you have an issue, you understand you tearing your body down for years, tearing yourself down, and then it manifests. And you take something, especially if it's herbs, people want to rush the herb and say, I took it for a week and nothing happened. Well, you just broke yourself down for the past 20 years, and now a week you want instant gratification. And I learned it didn't happen that way, and it wasn't going to happen that way. So, like I said, it takes time. You have to be patient. And I also learned that you had to be consistent. So, what I did was I had to cleanse out the old junk, do a good cleansing of my intestines. Because, once again, I'll just share with you what I was experiencing with the diarrhea, the constipation, the gas and bloating, that I also was experiencing issues with my skin. I had like rashes or eczema patches there, allergies, sugar cravings. Um, those were some problems that I was having. And then, like I said, I had the issues. All these issues were happening. Why? As because of my gut. You say, well, how is that related? How is that related? Well, have you ever heard of leaky gut? Leaky gut, look it up. So looking at the symptoms, this is the signs of leaky gut. Like I said, I started diving in, researching things, and talking to different herbalists, my doctor, and learned that these are signs of leaky gut. You have chronic diarrhea, constipation, gas or bloating, nutritional deficiencies, headaches, brain fog, memory loss, excess fatigue, skin rashes, and problems such as acne, eczema, rosacea, cravings for sugar or carbs, allergies. How many of you all are suffering from allergies? Didn't know that it could be related to your gut. Yeah. Arthritis or joint pain, depression, anxiety, ADD, ADHD. Man, all of this can happen because my gut's not right. Yes. Um, Autoimmune disease such as arthritis, lupus, celiac disease, or Crohn's, asthma. Man, IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So you say leaky gut. I don't see any leaks. No, but you have the signs of them, and those are the ones I just read. Once again, pulling out my book here, Leaky Gut. So this here is your small intestines, right? And with the leaky gut is what happens is the food that you take in and you digest, okay, in the small intestines, right? What happens is that it causes little holes in your intestines. And what happens is the food you eat, it comes through the holes, toxins, waste, yeah, comes out into your blood stream. Yeah, leaking. That system there, the intestines, the small intestines, is actually supposed to be a nice tight fit. Or I guess you can say tight. It should be permeable where holes and tears happen and things start coming through. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And that was my problem. I had that problem with my gut, and I did have the eczema. I did have the gas and bloating. I did have all of the issues here that I just read to you. And some of you might be having the same issue too. So leaky gut was my issue. So I had to repair that, and I had to rebuild and restore it and give it a break. Just think, your system is working for you every single day. Every single day. Your liver is filtering, your gallbladder is working. You have your stomach that's breaking down. It's an acidic organ, it's breaking down the foods for you. You have your small intestines where absorption is supposed to happen, large intestines, where the feces is forming and then it's coming out. This is happening every single day that you eat, take in food, drink, every single day. And just think of over the years, like with myself, eating foods that were causing my gut to leak, such as the glutens. Yeah, gluten wreaks havoc on your digestive system and on your brain. We'll talk about that in another video. Also, you have issues with the gluten messing with your brain and your gut. It also causes neurodegeneration and neural inflammation. I don't think I want degeneration or inflammation. Okay. And it causes other inflammatory reactions. So I get a lot of non-glutinous foods. Also think about over the years of eating white rice and white potatoes and white bread, white flour, things like that. It tastes good, but it's not good for us. And eventually it's going to start tearing at that lining. Yeah, it is. And those things that are not supposed to spew out will come out into your bloodstream. You don't want that. Okay. So dealing with the leaky gut, I have this here that I take, and it's called Peaceful Gut. I don't know if you all can see that. The light, of course. Peaceful Gut. And it comes in 2 and 4 ounces, and it's at a website, papasremedygarden.com. Excellent product. It has the turmeric in it, which is really good for inflammation. The chamomile, dandelion root, good for your liver, right? And all your organs respond well to dandelion root. Marshmallow root, very good, rich in vitamin and calcium. And it's also a mucilage. So it's very good for your mucous membrane, slippery elm, some other things are in here. I'm just going to let that be. But Peaceful Gut is the product, and it's at papasremedygarden.com. That's POPPAS, remedygarden.com. Very good product. So I started using that and to help with the leaks. I pretty much knew that's what it was. So start with the leaks, work on that, sealing them, because I want to absorb my nutrients. And so that's what I started taking there. Also later did a Candida cleanse. Candida is yeast, and get rid of parasites. Yeah, parasites, guys. Have you ever seen a parasite? Well, look it up. They're inside of you. They were inside of me. Okay? And they probably in your children and also in your mate. Old folks back in the day had different ways of getting rid of parasites. Okay, we may not do those ways anymore. But Candida, get rid of it. That's what I did second after sealing, helping my gut with the Peaceful Gut first. And then Candida, you want to get a product for Candida. I use a product from a herbalist, very good teacher of mine. And it's at 4 cycles of life. That's the number 4 cycles of life. And this is it right here. Let me see if I can get this lighting right. I swear. My camera game has got to get a little bit tighter, but bear with me, please. So there it is, Candida X, CANDIDA-X. Excellent product. You take that and get rid of the Candida that's in your body. The yeast. You're full of yeast, huh? And then what else I do to help with my gut? I take, well, I'll just tell you, this drink I'm having here right now is called Hibiscus. You may have heard of hibiscus. This stuff is good. This is really good. How do you make it real simple? Here's a bag of hibiscus leaves or bissap I got from the African store. You see that right there. Matter of fact, I'll just show you. I have some on the plate right here. Right there. You can see these are the leaves. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All I do is we put a pot of water on, boil it, and then we turn it off. And then you take about a handful or two and you put it in a pot of water. So it could be a big pot of water or maybe just a saucepan or whatever. And you make this, you drink this, you can put ginger in it, some lemon in it. If you want to sweeten it, don't use that white sugar to cause inflammation in your joints and in your digestive system. Okay? Switch over and try some raw honey. Those of you who aren't opposed to honey, some people like agave nectar. There's some, I think it's a coconut sweetener or maple syrup. You can try those. Those are pretty good too. So make sure you get you some of this, high in vitamin C. And man, after your meal, oh, just wait till I usually maybe an hour after I'm finished with my dinner, breakfast or whatever. Have me a cup of this. It's really dark, as you can see. It's about as dark as the leaf is. Okay? And have this after your meal. Nice hot cup of this. Baby, let me tell you, that'll make you feel real good. Vitamin C is very, very important. Let me see what else I can share with you today. If you prefer vitamin C in powder form, here's a C complex powder. Is buffered, easy on the stomach, right there. If you can see that. Yes, I like this brand. So, no, I don't work for them, but it's something that I do take. Okay. What else is good for the digestive system? I like to do maybe 1 to 3 days per month. If it's not each month, it's every 2 months of bone broth. Yes, bone broth is so good for your digestive system. Please get you some bone broth. If you are vegetarian like myself, what I do is I take some onion. You can put it in a pot or a crock pot, right? And what we do is we take onion, zucchini, celery, squash, sea vegetables, and you put it down in the pot, right? And you cook it down. Just take your time. If it's a crock pot, it does it on its own. Or put it on the stove, bring it to a boil and simmer it, right? And cook those vegetables down. Cook them down, right? And put your sea vegetables in there. Towards the end, maybe the last 10 minutes, you can put your Arame. This is a very good sea vegetable. Sea vegetables give you your B vitamins, vitamin D. Excellent for your stomach. Is excellent right here. You need to get you some sea vegetables. Also, another sea vegetable is kelp. You can get this at the health food store. You can also get Dulse. Let me try to get in close. So you have kelp and you have Dulse. Put those in the pot too. Just shake them, put them on in there. And I think you can put maybe a teaspoon or maybe a tablespoon of each in there, depending on, how much you like. You have to taste it. Don't be afraid because it's a strong taste, but it's excellent for you guys. Trust me. I'm doing a lot better having changed my diet and added things. Okay. So, like I said, these are some things I do. I'm talking about the broth right now. You want to do this for 1 to 3 days. I do it myself for 1 to 3 days. And all I have is the broth, herbal tea, and some green juices that I make in the juicer. That's what we do once a month or once every other month. Why am I doing this? Once again, I'm resting my intestines, resting my digestive system, and I'm letting it repair itself. What is it that we need to do to help our bodies? That's what we have to focus on. That's what we focus on here at Body Conscious Sunday. You want to be conscious, be aware, be more connected to yourself and know what's going on, right? You don't know, then who else? You gonna wait for the doctor to tell you? That's okay if you want the doctor to tell you. Then what you gonna do, right? Okay. So the broth, that broth. Once again, I said the sea vegetables. I put it in there. Um, Sprinkle it in the pot towards the end. You can also, like I said, make it with, onions, zucchini, celery, squash, or just some good old pot liquor from the mustard and turnip greens. You know what I'm saying? And then put your sea vegetables in there. So get your bone broth, or if you're vegetarian, make your own vegetable broth. Oh, I'm telling you, that's the best feeling. You giving your body a break. Some of you can't go 3 days. Do one day. Try it just one day, okay? And then herbal tea. Chamomile, wild yam, turmeric, sarsaparilla, yarrow, catnip, CMOS, slippery elm, marshmallow root. You say what? Okay. Chamomile, wild yam, turmeric, sarsaparilla, yarrow, catnip, CMOS, slippery elm, marshmallow root. Right? Have this sucker here. Shake it up. Right? Get you a cup. Put the tea, 1 teaspoon. See? 1 teaspoon in there. And then you will put some hot water. Pour some hot water into your cup. Right? You pour some hot water on top of these herbs. It's in there. Pour it in there. Let that sit for like 5-10 minutes. Let it steep. Cover it up. Right? And once you cover it up, you let it steep. And then you drink it. Man, that's a really good combination of herbs. Very good combination of herbs. That turmeric, good for inflammation. Sarsaparilla is excellent source of iron. Chamomile for calming. Wild yam, excellent for us females. Catnip, getting out some of the excess bowels that's up in there too. Slippery elm. Marshmallow for the mucilage, for the mucous membrane. Sea moss, 92 minerals, good for your skin, your joints. Yes, so many benefits to sea moss. So I could sit here and talk all day. If you don't feel like drinking the tea, once again, this Peaceful Gut right here from the Papa's Remedy Garden website, that there, wow. It has those ingredients in it and more. And more. What else do I do? So during the fast for the 1 to 3 days, taking the bone broth, drinking the herbal tea, if not, Peaceful Gut, green juice. Okay, remember you're doing this for 1 to 3 days. The green juice, I have a green apple, celery, cucumber, turmeric root, cilantro, parsley. I throw a red bell pepper in there, sometimes a beet, sometimes. Put those things together, juice it, and drink that. Have your bone broth and your herbal teas. I know you're saying, well, where the food at? Well, that is food. That's food. And then you have your sea vegetables too. I'm telling you from experience. Experience is the best teacher. Oh, man. I have read and studied a lot. But when experiencing something firsthand and helping yourself through an issue, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay. Um, Also, so what I do that 1 to 3 days, bone broth, herbal tea, green juice, and the peaceful gut. And then on the fourth day, I'll add in some borage oil, like maybe like 2,000 milligrams of this right here, the borage oil. I wish I could get this lighting situation right. I apologize, but anyway, just know it's borage, Borage oil. Okay, really good oil to have on the fourth day. Start taking this and slowly but surely add back solid foods. So you might have a vegetable soup. You see what I'm saying? So you don't go back to having a piece of chicken or a steak. Hopefully you won't. But if you do, give yourself time each day. Start adding things to that. So you won't shock your system because you just fasted for 1 to 3 days. Okay? So we don't want to beat our system up and send it into shock. So, like I said, consistency is very important. Starting, doing right, and then you stop. That's human. We're going to do that. But if you just can't seem to ever get it right, then you can't complain that stuff is still wrong. Okay? Okay? So let's try to focus on being consistent and knowing the outcome is going to be good. All right? All right. So those are some things that I take. Also Baobab. People talk about uh probiotics. For some people, maybe that works, but for me, a prebiotic work best. Okay, probiotics, I'm not really interested in introducing something foreign into my body. Um, so I like to work with prebiotics that'll work with the bacteria that's already there and help to multiply that. And this here is what I have is called Baobab. It's a powder. Yep, a powder. You can get it on Amazon. Also, a good teacher of mine who helped me to get on track, KT, thearchdegree.net. Very good. He has Baobab there. If you can't get it there, Amazon. This is something I take here. Amina Baobab powder. Let's learn about some Baobab. 2 times the calcium of milk. So twice the amount of calcium in milk, 6 times the amount of vitamin C that oranges have, 3 times the amount of iron of spinach, 12 times the fiber of apples. You need fiber, digestive system. So you just take this right here, some powder, put it in the glass if you want, right? Maybe a tablespoon or 2. I mix it with water, okay? You can make it like a tang, punch, whatever you want to call it. I stir it up. It tastes really good. It's really good. You just stir it up. You can make it into a pudding, like a pudding-like consistency. Very, very good. I give this to my niece, one of my nieces, my great nieces, and she loves it. She comes over and she say, "Auntie, you have some of that Baobab?" I say, "Yeah, baby." So here's the Baobab powder. I kind of made it. Let me taste. That's what it make you feel like doing. But it's so good. It's so good. It's a little grainy, but it's a tart taste. So it kind of reminds you of a lemon orange kind of taste. It's really good. Take that. It's also in this peaceful gut here. I want to keep trying to show, but Baobab, a prebiotic, very very good product. Um, what else do I have to share with you all today? Oh, CMOS comes in this pack here. You can get it in powder form. You can buy it in a gel, or you can buy the actual moss plant that hasn't been touched, broken down into a powder or into a gel yet. And you can do it yourself. This is some CMOS powder. And this is the one I was telling you about, the 92 minerals. 92 minerals. And it's good for your skin. It's good for your joints. Okay. Excellent, excellent product here. I got this bag. The company that sells it is Star West Botanicals. Irish moss powder. Contras crispus is another name for it. I don't know if you can see that, but that's it right there. Star West Botanicals CMOS powder is really good. So yes, guys, that's what I do. Once again, giving my body a break with the juicing and the bone broth and the herbal teas and the peaceful gut at papasremedygarden.com. Doing that every month. After, don't forget to make sure you do your Candida cleanse. That's important too. Get rid of those parasites too. We know that parasites also, when you have a craving, did you know that's the parasites? That's their craving. They have a taste for things too. Okay, so when you have a taste for something, more than likely it's the parasite saying, hey, please send us something down here. We like those cakes and cookies, right? Give me a piece of pork. Parasites. Not being funny, I'm serious, okay? So let's cleanse it out and think about our bodies and take care of it. You only get one in this life. And if you find out how you can replace it, you let me know, okay? So, but no, all jokes aside, I'm serious about getting better and sharing information with you guys. I have so much I could tell you that I do. Also take a product called Fonio if you're looking for a good breakfast item, or you can take eat it at night. It's a grain. It's a complete amino acid. It has iron in it. It's good for your skin structure, your hair. It contains no starch. It's alkaline. Fonio. 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 Yes. Oh yeah. Excellent product. Also, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is very good source of vitamin D. You get your B vitamins. It's like liquid sunshine. I heard an herbalist say, like having the sunshine on the inside. So, like today, I had my chlorophyll, and I drank it. I put it in some water, maybe about this size jar. Fill it up with water. Put the chlor. Let me show you the chlorophyll. Hold on a second. Okay, so chlorophyll. Here it is. It's a powder. It is a green superfood, naturally occurring chlorophyll is in this. It's called chlorella. And the chlorella has a naturally occurring chlorophyll in it. Okay. And beta carotene, and you get the broken cell wall algae. This is really good, very good for you. Good source of B vitamins too, especially if you're vegetarian. Okay, so, and I take a teaspoon of this, take a teaspoon of it, and a glass of water, and then stir it up or shake it, whatever, and drink it. Now, the taste, well, if you can't handle things with a not so good taste, you can take the small tablets. They're in the health food store. You can find them in the health food store. Fonio, learned about this through Dr. Sabi. The first time I heard of Fonio was through Dr. Sabi. Iron, good for your gut floras. Like I said, it's not a starch, it's an alkaline, it's a complete amino acid. You can get it on Amazon, or like I said, kt2archery.net. Very good product. And I take this. Once again, it's good for that gut flora. So that bacteria in the gut. So you want that. All right. So you got your Fonio in the morning. Have you some Baobab like I did. I showed you here. Right. Mix that together. Start your day off right. Start it off right. I know sometimes you want the coffee and the donuts, but let's just try to change things a little bit, okay? So yes, guys, that's what I do daily. And like I said, I do the broth and the tea and the green juices, that combination, at least 1 to 3 days a month or every other month. Just giving my body a break. Give it a break. So I hope that was informative. It's a lot of information here. Hope you're able to take something from this and do something with it. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or a question below. And I think that's all I'm going to share today. So guys, thank you again for watching. And until next time, love your body. Take care of your body. And remember, the answers are in the earth. Peace.